Hello students, hope you are doing good at home. Yes, as today we are going to start with another topic, and the name of topic is pollination. Yes, pollination. As we are starting about the pollination, in the last videos we have already discussed about the two important process we can see. The first one was the development of male gametophyte and the another one was the development of female gametophyte. Now, it is very much important for us to study about the pollination. As we are using the word pollination, the term defines or the meaning of this term is what? The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, and that we are going to study diagrammatically. Suppose here I am drawing about the diagram of stigma. It's all gynoecium I am drawing over here. And I am drawing over here the anther. Yes, definitely the anther is having the bilobe anther I am taking, and the anther is going to have the pollen grains, right students? So pollination is as such when this anther is going to show the pollen grains are going to descend and definitely they are going to fall on this particular stigma. This process is being called as pollination, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. The concept here, when a pollination is being used, and why this term is being used or why the transfer is being done. The reason behind this is what? The reason behind this is that the pollen grains, they are non-motile in nature. Even you can see the stigma is non-motile in nature. Yes, male and female gametes, they both are non-motile in nature. They both produce at the two different sites at the same time. The fusion or the pollination is very much necessary for the purpose of fertilization. Now, the pollination is being done or the pollination process is being done by using the two agents, and the two agents are abiotic agents and biotic agents. Abiotic, it means they are non-living. Biotic agents means they are living. Here you can see that the angiosperm have evolved a strategy. Strategy of what? Strategy so that the pollination is being done with the help of these biotic and abiotic agents. If suppose wind is there, definitely that wind is going to flow on the air. Yes, flow of air is going to take place and anther is going to fall on the stigma. Right students? Next, the concept is of biotic agent. When it comes to the biotic agents, you can see that these angiospermic plants are going to have some strategy. Like what? Like the flowers are going to attractive, they are going to have a good fragrance, they are going to collect some nectar. Because of that, they can attract the flower. What is going to happen? Definitely the insects are going to do the process of pollination. So this is the strategy which has been done by the pollination, or definitely the angiospermic plant had used this strategy. Now what the concept we have to study? The pollination is what? The transfer of pollen grains. Now it can take place by two different ways. Yes, the first concept here is what? Self-pollination. And the another term over here is called as cross-pollination. And my students are smart over here, and they must have understood the first term over here. Self means it is going to take place in a single flower. Next, you can see the cross-pollination means the pollination process is going to occur, but in different plant, but going to have the same species. The concept is the pollination is being done in different plants of different flower, but that both the plants should have the same species. Now, as we have discussed about the pollination, self-pollination, cross-pollination, we are going to discuss in detail. The self-pollination is being classified into three parts, right everyone? The first one is autogamy, geitonogamy and xenogamy. Now, here first of all, we are going to discuss only about the autogamy. Why only about autogamy? It itself is a long heterono and xenogamy. So the concept starts over here. The concept of autogamy, the name itself tells you. Auto means same. Gamy means the flower, the single flower is going to show the self-pollination because both the gametes are being present in a single flower. For example, if I am going to take this as my flower, as a bisexual flower. Now this is a bisexual flower, and here if I am doing the process of pollination, you can call it as autogamy. The advantage of this is what, that it can be used by the abiotic agent, right everyone? With the help of wind, yes, with the help of, definitely it can be used with the help of biotic agent as well as abiotic agents can be used. This is the advantage. The disadvantage is what? The disadvantage is that the flower which has been produced, definitely they are going to be genetically identical. Genetically identical, or the offspring, they are going to be the same. Why this? Because when it comes to the self-pollination, the term is as similar as I am using the next term that is being called as selfing. जब मैं सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन बोलती हूँ तो वो एकदम ही सिमिलर है, किसके बराबर? सेल्फिंग के बराबर है, जहाँ पे एक सिंगल फ्लावर, एक सिंगल बायसेक्सुअल फ्लावर यूज होता है, और उस बायसेक्सुअल फ्लावर, नाम से समझा, बायसेक्सुअल means it is going to have both the gametes. Both the gametes are going to show the process of pollination. Yes, अब सेम फ्लावर है, सेम जीन्स है, सेम गैमेट्स है, तो जो वही फ्लावर्स कंटिन्यू होते जाएंगे तो उनका आइडेंटिकल क्या होगा? They all are going to, the offspring which is going to develop, it is going to be genetically identical. Here, the best example of self-pollination, when we are using the term autogamy, example is P. Example is P. Yes, students, and definitely cross-pollination we are going to study in detail afterwards. Yes, in the xenogamy, but then before studying about the cross-pollination, just remember once that the cross-pollination is not going to take in a single flower. Here, the pollination is being done. The pollination is being done in another flower, or you can call it as the different flower, different plant, different flower, different plant, but same species. Here, single flower, single plant, same species, and definitely it causes an disadvantage which we call as genetically, or you can call as genetical identical, and that is why it causes an inbreeding, depression. सब सेम जेनेटिक आएंगे, सब सेम जेनेटिक्स आएंगे तो एक डिप्रेशन क्रिएट होगा. डिप्रेशन कैसे? सेम जीन्स आते जाएंगे तो उनमें कुछ भी वेरिएशंस नहीं रहेंगे, तो जो डिजायर क्वालिटीज है उनको कभी एक्सपोजर मिलेगा ही नहीं, और वो सब सप्रेस होते जाएंगे. और यही इसका सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक बोल सकते हो या डिसएडवांटेज बोल सकते हो. जब हम लोग ऑटोगैमी पढ़ते हैं तो ऑटोगैमी में हमको 3 और टर्म पढ़ना बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी है. उसमें सबसे पहले हम लोग जो स्टार्ट करेंगे वो रहेगा कैस्मोगैमस. सॉरी, द टर्म हम लोग पढ़ेंगे वो रहेगा कैस्मोगैमी. प्लांट को कैस्मोगैमस बोलेंगे. Casmogamy is what? It is a phenomenon where you can see that the flower had shown the variation. Variation is in which manner? In manner of exposure of the 6 organ. It means the anther is, the pollen grains are exposed. The stigma is going to be receptive. The pollen grains are exposed. The stigma is going to be receptive. At that particular time, we are using the word term casmogamy, and the plant is being called as casmogamous. Next, you can see that is going to be homogamy. The name itself is going to tell you about homo, same, gamy means say gametes. So the concept over here is what? That the same gametes. Same gametes means what? Here you have to learn, or you have to remember that the anther or the stigma, both male and female, they are going to get mature. Both male and female, they are going to get mature at the same time. Homogamy. Next, you can see that is going to be the cleistogamy. Cleistogamy. The cleistogamy is what? The example over here, or first of all, what do you mean by cleistogamy? Cleistogamy is the term where you can see that the flower is not going to get open. here the answer is going to get false. Definitely self pollination है ये. The pollen grains is definitely going to fall on the stigma. The pollen grains is going to fall on the stigma. So it is going to be self pollinated automatically, and definitely it is not going to wait to get mature. Basically, as the pollination process is being done, when the bisexual flower is going to get mature. But here, when it comes to the cleistogamy, the flower is not going to show, or it is not going to open up. Before opening up or before open up, it is going to get self pollinated. क्लिस्टोगैमी में ये कंसेप्ट पढ़ना है कि पोलन ग्रेन्स ऑलरेडी किसके ऊपर आ चुके हैं, स्टिग्मा पे आ चुके हैं. वो फ्लावर को ओपन होने का राह नहीं देखेंगे, या दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट वेट, or they are not going to wait to get mature or to open up for the flower. So here we have discussed about the three more terms on it. Autogamy. Autogamy is a type of self pollination. Casmogamy, here the exposure, or you can see exposed sex organs. Yes. Next, homogamy. Homogamy means maturity takes place of both gametes at the same time. Both gametes at the same time. And the cleistogamy is what? Self-pollinated, where the anther or the pollen grains definitely is going to fall on stigma before getting open up. Before the flower is mature. It means it is not going to wait for the flower to get mature. So here we have discussed about the autogamy and the three important terms. Out of that, you can see the casmogamy and cleistogamy. They are having the two important examples which you have to learn, and the important examples are viola and commelina. Viola and commelina, these are the two important examples. Here you can see that the cleistogamy. Cleistogamy is the concept where you can see the pollen grains are going to fall on the stigma before the flower is mature. So the concept over here is what the plant is going to get underground. The plant or the flower which is going to develop, that is going to be underground. So here you can see that the two examples have been given. Why I have emphasized on this topic? Because this topic is being asked in entrance. Definitely you have to study it very nicely. And you can see in the textbook itself, you have to see that it has been given in the colorful box. So when it comes to an important topic, or always remember and concept of entrance, definitely you are going to emphasize and as well you have to also study or emphasize this on much more. So these we have discussed about the autogamy. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about the Geitonogamy, xenogamy. We are going to discuss about the abiotic and biotic agents, and we are going to complete the whole concept of the pollination. Yes, hope so students, you all are studying well at home. Stay safe, stay healthy, and do study at home.